Hey, welcome back to Evil's Comics. I'm Evil Mike, and I have another review for you. This is from Marvel Comics. It's going to be Demon Days Rising Storm, number 1. It's actually number 4 out of the ongoing series that Peach Momoko has written and drawn. In the main story, it is part 3, but there is a kind of a origin part 1. But it is the Yoshida Saga Part 3. It is written art and colors by Peach Momoko. Then it is Zach Davisson is he does the English adaptation for the dialogue, and then VC's Ariana Maher does the letters. At the end of my review, show off some of the amazing art that's in this comic. I cannot hype up this comic enough. If you don't know about it, it's just basically Marvel characters that Peach Momoko has taken and she has put them into a Japanese fairy tale. It is following Morocco as the main character, and she is like half Oni, and she is trying to, she is this Ogden lady has sent assassins after and stuff like that, and them being from other Marvel characters. But basically, she's trying to uncover the plot of her mother's murder and her eventually her grandmother and this and that, her adopted grandmother. But now she has a psychic knife, and she has a jawbone that her mother gave her that gives her like enhanced powers or something like that. It unleashes the Oni in her. And now at this point in the story, it is her and Logan, Wolverine, but it is Logan and he is in a wolf form. Most of these characters are kind of like different versions of them. We did see Venom, and Venom was a massive venomized snake kind of thing. So anyways, this story starts out, and it's still Morocco and Logan journeying, getting closer to Ogden's fortress. She is basically going to meet this enemy head on. She doesn't understand why Ogden wants her, but eventually during the journey, they come across Thor and Aurora. It is like a little version of, it looks like a little child version of Aurora, and like a teenage version or younger man version of Thor. But they basically approach her and tell her, hey, you don't have to do this. We're here to tell you the truth, blah blah blah, And she, at this point, this is like the second group that has tried this scenario with her. So she just, her and Logan, they just jump into action and start attacking, Thor and Storm. Eventually, they are overpowered because eventually she has to put on the jawbone, and once she starts using the power, both the Oni and the enhanced jawbone like magic, she quickly overpowers Thor and Aurora. But they do state that they're not in their original forms. Eventually, they do go into their real forms, and basically they're gods. Of course in the Marvel universe they are too, but in this version it's like a Japanese deity gods type of thing, the god of thunder and the god of storms kind of thing. But then they kind of reveal like all the story, and you kind of find out what's really going on. And basically they kind of take her back to her past on the day when her mother died, and they paint a picture as to say that her mother was not killed. She actually committed suicide. It was because she had birthed like an Oni and then a regular child, and then the regular child that wasn't even full human. It was like she turned out to be half Oni. So when her daughters, and at this point she's finding out she has a sister because she didn't know she has a sister, but her and her sister, when her mother found out that she had birthed an Oni, she couldn't handle it, and she basically committed suicide. In the process of her committing suicide, Miraku found her and tried to take the knife out of her. And when this happened, her sister Odin, had seen her and, you know, basically blamed her for murdering her mother. And this sets up the whole rest of the story, because at this point we found out that the bad guy all along, Odin, is her sister, and somehow she is like mentally blocked out that she has a sister, the real events, this and that. So they basically, you know, uncloud this part out of Morocco, and it's basically they pull like this kind of version out of the Oni jaw blade that she has. It's like the spirit within it. It's kind of like her mother, and she reveals the whole like plot and everything. But eventually, you know, everybody stands down. Morocco finally, you know, realizes what's going on. It doesn't change the fact that she still needs to go deal with Ogden, because Ogden still believes she's, you know, murdered her mother and stuff. So now she has to go set the truth straight, kind of thing. They do show where Morocco makes it to Ogden's compound. Ogden waiting outside. They greet each other, and Morocco states that, hey, you know, I'm innocent. You know, mom committed suicide, this and that. Ogden not really listening. And basically she calls out a servant, and it's like this little like baby looking thing that kind of walks out, and it has a totem placed on its you know, it has a spell that's you know, on its chest, and it rips off the spell, and it starts transforming in this grotesque looking fashion, and it turns out it's this version of the Hulk. And that's where the issue leaves off. So it looks like she's going to unleash the Hulk on Moroccan. Yeah, I can't talk highly enough about the series. The art is just amazing. I mean, even if you don't like Peach Momoko, she has that Japanese fairy tale down. You know, I mean, it looks and feels like a Japanese. It reads like it too. So it's just a different style of comic, and I love it. I'll show you some of the art, and I'll let y'all go on y'all's way. Yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know, give me some juicy comments down below. You know, y'all reading this series, you know. But kind of the whole book just looks like, besides the I mean, it looks like a Japanese, you know, folklore. I love this kind of stuff, you know, folklore and history, and even though this is completely fictional, but and you know, but just a mix of Marvel and within the fairy tale and stuff like that, and I love that, and the fact that this could be, you know, like a folklore that's within their universe. Like I could see like Spider-Man reading this to, you know, Little May Parker or something like that, or Penny, or you know, whatever. But I'll show you the Hulk real quick before I let y'all go. This is the real form of Thor and Aurora. And this was Hulk right there. There he is with the totem. And then he rips it off, and bam, there you go. There's Oni Hulk, baby. Oni Hulk. Alright guys, that's my review. I'll let y'all go, and I'll see y'all later. Bah!